Let's make lemonade. Let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go. It's beautiful. Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
It's a brand new month. It's a brand new week. Welcome to The Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Volvo Cars. Drive home a 2026 QX or XC40 rather, for as low as $390 a month, $999 a month. They have a wide selection of models and colors in stock, including the stunning Sand Dune XC40. Stop by and find your favorite today, or start your shopping and car buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at thrushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, leave your comments in the comment section. You'll find that the comment section is a whole new community. You can call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on social media. How was your weekend there, Ross Peterson?
It was awesome. I had a wonderful time. Yep, great weekend down at Hinterland. Learned about some new music. Wasn't exactly my cup of tea for the music, but I like learning about new artists. I learned about several new artists.
Did you go to Lord the other night?
I did not see Lord. I didn't. And somebody asked earlier, how was Mumford and Sons? You guys are going to hate me. I barely saw any of the main acts.
Because you're tired. You want to get the hell out of Dodge. You want to beat
getting
traffic.
up early and getting down there early and beating traffic. That was the other thing. Even the shuttle drivers, the next morning they would be like, "Oh my God, last night was awful." Like, what happened? Like, we didn't get out of here till 1 a.m.
Oh man, that's
late.
late.
I had been there sitting in the sun. I'm not sure if you can tell. I got like another 4 degrees of brown on me.
I do. Yeah, you're very, very brown.
I got a watch tan line.
Did you put on the sunscreen when you were out there?
I don't put on sunscreen. I went viral.
You went viral?
I went viral. Somebody snapped a photo of me on a Facebook group that's like a national Facebook group for festivals, the Festive Owl, and they took a picture of me shucking corn with my Corn Hub sign.
Which is a play off Pornhub, right? I mean, the Corn Hub is a play off Pornhub, right?
I never thought of that.
I mean, if Bill Blank came up with the term Corn Hub, I'm really starting to think it's a play off Pornhub. You never thought of that?
I didn't even think of that. Anyway, weird. We had fun. We had a lot of people that came up and talked to us. We had a lot of people that would do want to take pictures with us. A few people sat down and shucked with us.
Really?
These 3 young ladies, 25, turned a corner, turned around, saw us, and they were like, "Oh, this girl's like, oh my God, I grew up in Green Bay. I haven't shucked corn since I was 15. Can I shuck corn? It's been 10 years." I was like, absolutely. She sat down. I think she shucked like 3 years. We sat there and talked for a while. She had gone to school in Minneapolis. I met people, Travis. I want to say kids. I mean, early 20s. From all over the country. All over the country.
Like, what's the farthest state that you think came in for Hinter?
I talked to people from Seattle and New York and Florida. I mean, I didn't talk to anybody from Hawaii or Alaska, but as far away as I could. And I know Seattle is a city.
I was actually, I had a lot of window time on Friday.
Oh yeah,
a lot of window time.
You drove like 1,000 thousands. How many miles did you drive this weekend?
Well, total this weekend probably close to 1,700 maybe. So I drove down Friday, came back on Sunday, and Friday was tough because I was all by myself, and and I left right after the show, so I didn't get to Mississippi and Water Valley till about 8 o'clock at night. So I had a lot of windshield time, and I was actually thinking about you at the corn hub. See the Freudian slip there, and that is, how are your hands doing? And do you wear gloves when you were shucking corn?
No,
I didn't know.
No, didn't get cut up, didn't get. I probably shucked. I don't even know. Bill could tell us. Bill could, because I shucked 40% of the corn that he sold. Miguel probably shucked another 40%. So I'm guessing I'm in the 500. I'm guessing I'm in the 500 club. See,
wow.
Normally, most of the time when you sit down and you do that, you're shucking like a dozen ears of corn. You know what I mean? If you're feeding a family, you're shucking.
That's
12,
fair, yeah.
13, right? I sitting down and just doing it for days, and literally we would start at 10:30, and we shucked almost all day. We were sitting on a hill watching a festival. I'm talking to my buddy Miguel, and we just sit there and. I don't know. It was easy. It was fun. Enjoyed it. It was a conversation starter. Lots of people came up and took photos of us.
See some boobies?
Saw some boobies. Travis, can I tell you? I tried to tell you this on Friday, though. Ass is the new cleavage.
Ass is the new cleavage.
As Miggy so prophetically put it. Ass is the new cleavage. Remember, for decades, cleavage dominated the game. Girl wanted to really show off, and you could throw that. You get a 4 to 6 inch cleavage line going. You're the talk of the town, baby. The belle of the ball. The girl
push them up, let them stick out of the shirt a little bit. Now it's the butt cheeks.
I'm telling you now. I told you on Friday. I didn't think they made shorts for 25-year-old girls anymore.
Just underwear.
There's a big market there. Big market. And that kind of continued through the weekend. The music was primarily like girls, female leads, with the exception of Mumford and Sons, and then Saturday morning, the first band that started on Saturday morning was named Amble. They were really good. Tyler asked if I saw Tarzan. I know exactly what he means, and yes, I did. Couldn't miss him. There's a dude that walks around the festival that looks like Tarzan. That's the only way to put it. Big curly hair. Not an ounce of fat on this guy. He might be 35, right? Travis, he's tan like a baseball glove. He looks like a Wilson A2000.
He got all oiled up before he hit stage. Little glove oil.
He looks like Johnny Bench took this guy out and just caught 9 innings and 7 years. He looks like Tarzan. And he walks around in nothing but a little tiny leopard banana hammock. G-string, nothing but. That's it. He's literally not wearing 3 ounces of clothing. He's a festival goer. That's Tyler's sitting there right. If you've ever been to a Lollapalooza, if you've seen, he's a festival goer. There's a festival. So then the people I met, Travis, the festival goers were from all over the country. But then the interesting thing was the people that were working at Hinterland. So like the people that were selling goods, you know what I mean? They're selling clothes and whatnot. They're from all over the country. There was a guitar kid who makes guitars out of Ankeny that was up there. That was pretty cool. It's called like Envision Guitars or something. He's been making his own guitars. They were beautiful. And then the trolley drivers, the like when we would park in our cars, there'd be little golf carts that would pick you up, and they were a little shuttle. You know what I mean? They were all from Nebraska.
Oh, really?
All of them are from Lincoln. There's a company in Lincoln that hires young adults that want to travel to go around to festivals around the country, and they're just kind of like back office support type stuff. You know what I mean? They literally are background support. I shouldn't say back office. You get in the car or you get in the trolley and they drive you around, or they're doing shuttle work. They're helping facilitate behind the scenes. And as I do, as soon as I get in a golf cart with somebody, what's your name? Where are you from? I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska. Oh, cool. What are you doing in Lincoln? I grew up there, or I went to school there, whatever it is. But almost all of them were from Lincoln. And then this one kid, he's got this sparkle about him, and we're chatting, and he's a writer and a poet. And his last book that he wrote is called Mi Camino. And it's about when he went on the Camino de Santiago.
Oh, that was an open invitation for you to start the conversation. How long did that last? An hour?
How many days, you ask? How many times?
Yes.
How many days? How many days?
And I'm willing to bet you know his first and last name. You got his phone number. You got his phone number, and you have his email address. Hey,
I didn't get his email address. I got his phone number. He wrote it inside of his book. He gave me a copy of his book and wrote inside of it.
And then you said, "Hey, there's this Facebook group I belong to. You might want to you might want to jump on this. It's a Camino."
Back. I'll send it. I didn't tell him that or think of that, but we actually sat down and talked yesterday. We ran into each other up at like the little lunch tent, and I was getting coffee for one of the ladies, and we sat down and talked for another 20 minutes there. So it was awesome. It was a wonderful weekend.
That is super cool.
It turned out the one artist that I was most impressed by that had nobody there is the one that's like the most polarizing. I had guys come up to me and say, "Man, it's been a fun weekend of music." And I was like, "Yeah," because I had that one girl on Thursday, Jane Remover. I was like, "Man, there's something about this lady. She's intriguing." I ran into a buddy of mine, and he's like, "Man, it's been a fun week." I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dude, were you here Thursday for that thing called Jane Remover?"
That thing?
And I was like,
you referred to her as a thing?
I'd been telling the kid I was shucking with on Saturday. I was telling him, I was like, "Oh man, I had such a great time here on Thursday. There was this lady named Jane Remover." I said, "I can't even tell you. I can't play her music for you because it's nothing that I would have ever liked. There was something about seeing her live that was super intriguing. And not like sexy. She was wearing a t-shirt and long jeans, and she almost had like a goth type of look, which is not my thing either. But she was like rapping and just jumping around, and there was something about her energy that I liked. And that was the one my buddy was like, "Did you see that thing called?" And then didn't you do the same on Friday? You were like, or no, when I talked to you on Saturday, you're like, "Dude, what was that garbage bag they were dragging around the crowd surfing the other day?"
Because she's crowd surfing and she's just full of mud, and I'm like, "Oh, you're intriguing. You're interesting." But to each his own. I mean, everybody. Music is a lot like art. It's subjective, meaning what I like doesn't mean you're going to like it. You know.
Can I tell you one more funny thing I saw?
Absolutely.
And by the way, because Burger McChick just said, "Better people watching at Hinterland to the State Fair." Tell you the whole story. Bill Blank, when he invited me to do this, said, "This is better people watching than the State Fair." I said, "Bill doesn't know what he's talking about." 20 minutes into the gates being opened. 20 minutes. I'm like, this is incredible. The people watching here is unreal. Because again, it's from all over the country. You might be people from all over the world showing up here, and they all want to stand out a little bit. A little bit. Here's what I saw more than anything. So I'm sitting up on the top. It's a huge amphitheater, natural amphitheater. I'm sitting up on this ridge, and not necessarily near the stage, because our food stand was kind of Bill and the Mo Goodness food stand was down the road. That's who I was helping, by the way, was my friends at the Mo Goodness. They do Mo Rub, and that's Bill is a part of that. So we had a great vantage point in this beautiful hillside. We're looking over this wooded valley, and the stage is off in the distance. And it happened to be just the perfect spot where I noticed this particular phenomena hundreds of times. A group of 4 to 6 young ladies. They have carefully cultivated their outfits for the day. They have jewelry on their biceps. Like everything's carefully cultivated. They get together, and now it's like photo shot time. All right.
Okay.
It's like when you were on a team and you did the individual photos, and then you did the team photos, and then one mom paid for an extra package, right? Where one girl got to go up. I'm going to just do this for you real quick. Okay. This is what I saw. I saw a lot of this.
If you show me puckered lips, Ross is posing, looking off into nowhere, staring, sticking his butt out. If you're listening on the audio stream, I'm doing my best to give play-by-play of that, but it didn't do it justice. For those of you on YouTube, you got to see it.
The best one is the look off into the distance.
The stare off into the distance. What am I enjoying?
Let me get the shot of you from behind, as though you're having fun here. As though you're actually enjoying the music that none of you are. Did Alan just ask what, bud? Is he talking about me? Is that Alan talking about me?
Yeah, I think so. Melody said she had to pull over just to watch the modeling.
That's right. Probably got some accents there. But anyway, it was hilarious to watch this play out. When I say 100 times, different group, and it was hilarious.
It's always fun to watch people pose for social media photos, because they turn on and whether you're at a sporting event, a music festival, it doesn't matter. People are posing for their social media pics all the time. You go to Florence, Italy, just stand out in front of the Duomo, and you're like, oh, you think you're an influencer. You think you're an influencer. You just want to grab that perfect photo. And you got to see it firsthand. And you'll see it you'll see it at the state fair. You will see it at the state fair.
Yeah.
In my trip down to Mississippi, I didn't have a car that had like CarPlay in it, right? So I was stuck listening to the radio from Omaha to Water Valley. So started with Omaha radio stations, went into St. Joseph, Missouri radio stations, to Kansas City, Missouri radio stations, to Springfield, Missouri radio stations, to Jonesboro, Arkansas radio stations, to Memphis radio stations, and then to Oxford radio stations. Here's what I learned. I think iHeart owns every radio station in the country. Every station in the country. Ross, they are going all in. And yes, I'm picking on iHeart here, not because they're our former employer, but this campaign of guaranteed human. It is deceptive to the listener.
What do you mean this campaign? Listen, I'm going to tell you up front, and I'm not just saying this for show. I avoid it like the plague.
Oh, we just lost you.
Oh no, there we are.
Yeah, there you're back. You're back.
Like my microphone. That's what happens when you move shit. I avoid it like the plague.
Well, they have this.
You didn't.
In every break, it says guaranteed human. And I'm like, all they're saying is the voice you are hearing is real. Don't call the radio station and ask to talk to the DJ. It is, sure, that's a human on the other end. But, in every market that I traveled into, guaranteed human. I'm like, okay, I don't think you're an AI voice, but don't make yourself sound like you're local by saying, hey, they're guaranteed human. Whoever's voicing your favorite show that day could be in a completely different market, but you're guaranteed human. And that's what kind of transitions us into here. Today's a new day on the Rush Radio Network. And that is, of course, you have the Rush Radio Show with me and Ross that you get every day and have for the last 17 months here on the Rush Radio Network. But it's 11 o'clock today, Trent Condon and the Lunch Rush. And then at 4 o'clock, Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain are going to kick off Beyond the Bench. So a big day here on the Rush Radio Network. And we are guaranteed human because you'll be able to turn it on and watch them on YouTube or listen to them on the TuneIn app or the Rush Radio app or just go to therushradio.com and hear both shows. But a big, big day here on the Rush Radio Network as our vision that we started almost 2 years ago, Ross, is coming to fruition, and that is we are expanding. And we got 2 really good shows. Now, there's a learning curve. It was a busy weekend. Owen was in Des Moines yesterday, helping Trent get set up. He spent a lot of time around Friday getting Sean and Lucas set up. There will be some hiccups because we experienced them as we kicked off our show. So, but glad you're here for the ride. We got a phone call coming in. Go ahead.
And I saw Sean and Lucas got a deal on KCCI this morning.
Yeah,
or I don't know when it went.
Last night.
I saw them shared, or I saw, was it
Shannon Earhart? Yeah.
Yep. Maybe I saw her because I follow her. Did I tell you I saw her the other day and didn't say hi?
God, you're mean. Why do you gotta be mean?
No, I did. Well, she doesn't know unless she watches. I should have. She was with friends. I didn't want to be, you know what I mean? I was afraid it's going to come off creepy. Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
I'm
in my late 40s. You're in your early 20s.
I wanted to come over and say hello.
515-517-2303. Let's go to the phones. That's where Ned is. Ned, welcome to the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. What's going on, man?
Well, thank you. First of all, congratulations on being a big day and all the expansion of your network. I've deleted that. What was that program we used to listen on?
The old one.
I don't have that heart thing anymore. But anyway, congratulations on that. And I want to give kudos and thoughts to the guy that called in on Friday. From Florida,
Brian.
I've been listening since about the same time when you guys were 2007. I started listening. But anyway, what I want to call about Iowa High School baseball lost a Hall of Famer and a former teammate of mine over the last few days. Dick McVeigh from Norway, Iowa, passed away. He was part of the Norway 20 state championship seasons. Actually, part of 5 of those, and. Just a heck of a ball player, and just want to make sure that people know about that because I bet some people are old enough to remember that.
So how old of a guy was Dick McVeigh?
76.
76.
We played together. Yeah, we played together in 60. I moved to Norway in 1967. He was a classmate of mine, and they'd won 2 or 3 state championships already at that point in time. I was the deepest sub on 3 state championship winning teams, and he played with Bruce Kim. You may remember him. He actually managed the Iowa Cubs there for a little while, and there were 3 players on that team that signed pro contracts: Dick, Bruce Kim, and Max Elliott, and Bruce Kim was the one that probably played the most. He made it to the majors for quite a few years. Was the catcher for Mark Fidrich, if you remember that name.
Oh, Mark Fidrich, the bird.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Well,
the story is
I'm so sorry. What was this gentleman's name?
Ned. It's Ned.
Ned, can I ask, Ned, I was off by almost a decade with that final season stuff and Bruce Kim and all of your guys' age. So did you would have had some of you guys would have served in Vietnam. Did you serve in Vietnam?
Well, I did not. I got drafted and went for my physical. I had 3 knee operations by that time, and so I did not. But some of my teammates did, and a lot of my friends did, obviously.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thanks for your service and even what you went through, Ned, and the emotions of that's a ride on its own, man. What an awesome call. Thanks for calling in to tell us about Dick McVeigh and the Dick McVeigh from Norway.
Hey, I tell you what, Norway had some incredible baseball teams and an incredible baseball dynasty.
How did the movie sit, Ned? How did you like the movie obviously was near and dear to you and what you remember the story. There were things about the movie I didn't like. How'd you feel about it?
Well, it was interesting. Like I said, I was not a lifelong Norway resident. I moved there the spring of my junior year. The story was true as far as it was the final season. Hollywood made it Hollywood, I guess. There were
Yeah.
some things that were not, but when the Norway got, as I understand it, um, absorbed by Benton Community, the coach was Jim Vanskoy, and Jim was after my time. Bernie Hutchison was my coach, and but anyway, Jim had been there for many, many years, for probably 15 of those winning championships. But they knew that Jim, if he became the coach at Benton Community, he wasn't going to get to be the Benton Community players were probably going to not play as much as the Norway kids. So they offered him a teaching job, but not a coaching job, and he, knowing that he wouldn't do that, and that's true. So they let his assistant, I can't remember his name, he's now a speaker, be the coach for that final season, thinking that it was all going to blow up, and it almost did. But they did win the 20th state championship, and it was kind of true. You know how Hollywood does things; they got to make it interesting. But I have a copy of it. I watch it every few years. Interestingly enough, when they were filming that movie, there was a helicopter crash when they were filming the little small towns do the caravan out of town.
Yeah.
And it hit an electric wire about a mile from my house. That happened when they did that. I was older at that point in time, so there's a lot of history there. It was fun being part of that. Like I said, I was in a year and a half the deepest sub on 3 state baseball championship winning teams.
Travis.
That's back
Travis
when there was only one class in the spring.
Hey,
Travis
I know what it's
was
like
a-
to be a
yeah.
deep sub. I was a courtesy runner in the 1987 state championship team. Courtesy runner.
Well, I was I warmed up Dick McVeigh in the bullpen. That was my job.
See? But you know what? You know what you are, Ned? You're a state champion, and they can't take that away from you.
Yes, sir.
Are you still in Norway?
Fun. No, I live here in central Iowa right now, and moved here about 15 years ago. Finished up my career at DMAC and doing some things there. And we live here with where my grandkids are. They're it's fun being a grandpa.
Excellent.
You got a
Thanks,
fun
Ned.
sense of
Appreciate it,
humor
man.
too, Ned. Thanks for calling in. Very much appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, and congratulations on the expansion of the time. It's going to fill my day up. I hate listening to reruns, but that's what I've been doing. But now I got 2 new shows to listen to.
Excellent. Good stuff. Thanks, Ned. Good call.
Take care, guys.
Take care, sir. Dick McVeigh from Norway. I think like the other kids in the communities feared that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you got Bruce Kim and Dick McVeigh. We're done.
We're going to get beat.
Mom, don't pack a lunch.
Hey, if you're not feeling right, don't ignore it. Treat it, but treat it your way. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center designed to restore your confidence and your comfort and put you back in control. Because at UCI, you will get personalized treatment based on you and nobody else. You deserve a clear plan, a private, tailored experience, and judgment-free care. That's UCI. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at IowaURO.com. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Willis Chevrolet's Summer of Savings is on now, and the deals are turning up the heat. You'll find a huge selection of new, used, and Car Bravo certified vehicles, all ready for your next road trip, daily drive, or whatever summer throws your way. Right now, you can take advantage of 0% for 5 years on the dependable Silverado and 0% for 36 months on the versatile Equinox and the affordable Trax. It's the perfect time to get into the Chevy you've been eyeing. Don't wait. Shop Willis Chevrolet's Summer of Savings here in Granger or online at willischevy.com.
Another day in paradise.
You said it, buddy. Wait, hush up, it's him.
With over 20 years of experience, Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions can help.
I don't like the sound of that.
Whether it's birds in your dryer vent, ants in your kitchen, or bats in your attic.
Did you just say bats?
Call us today and see how Bats and Bugs can help prevent your home from becoming their home.
Not good, not good.
Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'm out of here.
Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions. Even the pests know.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
I like to buy America. Go from hometowns near and far. I'm pursuing happiness. Doesn't matter who you are. That's the real thing.
Loving the Rush? Of course you are. Keep listening for more local sports content on The Lunch Rush with Trent Condon from 11 to 1 and Beyond the Bench with Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain from 3 to 5 every day. It's all here on the Rush Radio Network.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bobby here at Willis Volvo Cars, and I'm here to tell you that if you haven't looked at a Volvo in a while, you're in for something amazing. We have cars with 455 horsepower, Bowers & Wilkins audio system, 22-inch wheels, and a ride that would blow your mind. And with 1.99% financing up to 72 months, we'll be able to find the vehicle that you are looking for in your budget. Or call, click, or visit us at willisvolvocars.com. Stop on down to the showroom, take a ride. You'll be glad you did.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
Win up to $50,000 from the Iowa Lottery's promotion Game Show Experience. Enter non-winning The Price is Right scratch tickets into your VIP club account before August 25th for your chance to win cash. Any entries that weren't selected as winners in the first drawing will automatically roll into the Game Show Experience trip prize, where a share of $10 million will be up for grabs in game show themed competition with games based on The Price is Right, Family Feud, and Press Your Luck. 2 winners from the Iowa Lottery promotion will get flown to Los Angeles for this prize, with so much more included. You can find out more information about this awesome prize at ialottery.com. While we're talking about the Iowa Lottery, of course, we had the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo on Friday, and a lot of people are like, well, who won the Woohoo? You know, we forget to announce the winner because sometimes we don't decide the winner or we don't even talk about it. We pick a winner later on. And I went ahead and gave the woohoo, Ross, to Bob in Indianola. Bob is the one whose stepson is refurbishing a 1978 Camaro.
Love it. Love it.
Camaro.
That brought back the family memories for me.
Now, this thing was mothballed and everything, but Bob did us a favor.
Picture of it?
Oh, this is the Z28 Camaro. I mean, for a thing that was mothballed and probably sitting in a barn or just outside, this thing looks in pretty good shape.
It's in pretty good shape. It's got he's got work to do on it, right? He's seen that. That is freaking sweet, man. I'm not a car guy, Trav. There are very few very, very few cars that like speak to me in that way. You know what I mean? I've got buddies. My dad was this way. My dad could, when I was a kid, we could drive down the road and a classic car would drive by and dad would know exactly what it was, you know? And I've got buddies that are that way. I got friends that my friend John is like car obsessed.
Look at the engine in that thing.
See, I don't know what I'm looking at there, but I know it's an engine.
All I know is I bet it purrs like a kitten.
Yeah.
Or roars like a dog, right?
If you made me name the parts, I can name the headlight, the tire, and the hood.
What sticks out to you in this photo? If you're listening on the audio stream, we're looking at a 1978, 1979 Camaro Z28. Look at the size of that hood. When's the last time you saw a hood that big? That hood is like 6 feet long. That thing's massive.
I don't think it, and somebody says no, no T-tops. Doesn't look like it has T-tops.
No.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to see, he didn't send a picture of the interior, but I'd like to see what the interior looks like.
Might
but
be
man,
beat
if
up.
you, this has future car show written all over it, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that something you'd ever do, Travis? Go like down to the good guys?
You mean just to look at cars?
Nationals.
Just to look at cars?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, I was in Water Valley, Mississippi this weekend, and they had a car show for Watermelon Days. And I was like, oh, I got to go check out the cars. And it was VW and dune buggy like themed. There was a lot of souped up VW bugs and a lot of just old dune buggies. And I'm like, I kind of like these things just because you don't see them that often, right?
Yeah.
But there's some other classic cars there.
Can I ask another? Is there a what's the right word for this? And this isn't a rude question. I got a buddy that used to do that. My buddy Carlstead used to do the good guys with his dad every year on the 4th of July. Is there some sort of qualifier?
I have no idea. I
there,
have no idea.
I don't have my. I'll get my Mac up when we. But is there like a? So like this is one of the reasons I'm asking. The 1999 Ford Ranger. Okay.
Yeah.
The other day, Eli's like, Dad, did you know that when a vehicle turns 30 years old, it becomes a classic car? And he goes, that means in 3 years the Ford Ranger becomes a classic. I said, hold on.
Hold your boat there, buddy. Hold your boat.
No, that can't. And Brian just wrote in 25 years old. But Brian, there's got to be more to it than that. It's got to be there. Again, is it like art? Is it like you know it when you see it?
I mean, technically the Ford Ranger will be a classic, yes. But I think you've got to put, you got to like clean it up. You've got to like probably get a new paint job.
Do they want classic or not?
Yeah, they want classic restored is what I'm thinking. Classic restored.
See, these
is the way I look at it.
These are the qualifiers I'm talking about. You got to take it to a car wash. I'm out.
But I tell you what, car shows are a lot like sports. They get competitive, and that there are men and women that go to these car shows, and they enter these car shows. You'll see them. They got a number on their car. They go there to win, and they'll go from car show to car show, much like craft fair to craft fair, and they want to show off their beauty, and they want to win. I had a former boss that had like a 1958 Oldsmobile, and he bought it on the Mecum Auto auction, and he probably paid 70, 80 grand for it, right? But he would take this thing to car shows and proudly display this thing as like, and it won a couple times. And he's a former race car driver, and because he was hit that age where like, I don't feel comfortable on the dirt anymore. How do I get that competitive edge in me? He went and started buying classic cars and would enter these things into car shows.
Again, now more questions than answers. More questions than answers. If somebody said this to you, Travis, would you have any idea what it is? If somebody said, that's a Ford fucking Ranger, would you know what?
Put some respect on it.
That was like a viral thing that went out for a while. I can't remember how the rest of the song went. It was like some kid. I don't know, whatever, how it went. That ain't no something. That's a Ford fucking Ranger. When I would drive that thing around, I would have people like, I remember one day pulling into a race at, I think it was up at Boone, and I saw Connor Ferguson. He was the very first person I ever heard say it. He's like, you got a Ford fucking Ranger? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you know the song? I'm like, no. But I got the car.
Doesn't have air conditioning, but we're good. It's a Ford Ranger.
Did it get from A to B? Did it get from A to B? Did it
That's
get
all that matters.
Does it haul shit? Does it haul shit from A to B?
It's all that matters. All that matters.
Some respect on that. You put some respect on that Ford Ranger. I just feel like there's got to be more than a quality. My buddy TJ, by the way, did write in and said, only qualification is that it can't be newer than a certain year for the good guys. And he says, I believe right now no newer than 99, but I could be wrong. Dude, that Good Guys show was something, again, growing up by the fairgrounds, it was like, because classic cars were never my thing. And so if it's not your thing, you're always like, God, why did people really do this? And then all of a sudden you go down there one year and you're like, oh, this is like thousands of people. This isn't a few people at a car show at Bebop's. Those are always fun too. When you're just driving along and you go past some place and there's like a random.
Is there a car show at the state fair? Do they show cars at the state fair?
Yeah,
I know there's
yeah. One day on the Grand Concourse, it's not much. It's not a tenth of what Good Guys does, but they do. But they run. They set up some cars up and down. The Grand Concourse here, right in front of the Varied Industries building, the very interesting building.
So I saw a couple things over the weekend, and we'll get to sports, folks. If you're new to the show, this is kind of what Ross and I do every day. But I saw a couple things over the weekend that I've never seen before.
Okay.
Saturday, two things, all in the same place. I went to the Watermelon Festival in Water Valley, Mississippi.
I saw your post. You had yellow watermelon?
I'm 55 years old, had no idea that yellow watermelon even existed. And I got to the free watermelon stand because they were just handing out watermelon because it's a watermelon festival. And I had this yellow one was placed there. I'm like, well, when in Rome, you got to try it, right? I mean, I've never seen it. And I don't know what I was expecting. Guess what it tasted like?
Watermelon?
Watermelon. It's like I was expecting it to have a different texture, a different taste. Or what?
Watermelon tastes like watermelon.
It tastes like watermelon. It's the first time I've had watermelon with seeds in it in a long time. Like, it wasn't a seedless one. But I had no idea that there was yellow watermelon. And it was juicy, it was good, and it was yellow. Who knew it? I didn't know it.
One of the great achievements of science is the seedless watermelon. Think of how many children have been saved from not growing watermelons inside their bellies from swallowing all them seeds.
Right. And then the other thing I saw at the Watermelon Festival that I was not expecting, because imagine... I mean, this is a small town where like 20 to 25,000 people show up, right? And they've got booths everywhere. Well, I walk in, and there's a booth that has nobody around it. Nobody around it. And there's rebel flags everywhere.
Oh, gee. Yeah.
I sent you the photo.
You sent me the rebel flag photo?
Well, it was the booth.
I think I got flagged.
It was the booth of support your Confederate ancestors.
Yeah, the FBI already knows my algorithm's close enough to be an extreme, so they blocked it. You sent me a photo of a different booth that I saw you also posted online.
Now, I didn't post this one online.
You didn't post the rebel flags online?
No.
Smart move. Good move. Good move, Trav. Good move.
But it was support your Confederate ancestors.
Yeah, the stuff that you sent me Saturday, I did not see.
Oh, okay.
You sent me the one on Friday. You sent me the, you were at an event on Friday night, and a guy had a booth set up with his trinkets that he had made. And he 3D prints stuff for
toys.
Kids
He 3D prints toys.
Toys. He's autistic. Slightly autistic. So he calls his tent a touch of tism.
Now I walked in, I'm like, a touch of tism? Is that politically correct? And then you go, oh, you own the... Okay, I get it. and you 3D print toys, and it was packed. The dude was making money left and right. I mean, of all the booths at Water Valley's Watermelon Festival, Touch of Tism was doing quite well. But then Saturday, did you see the one I sent Saturday? It's
you sent me one of a guy in overalls, but that was from Hinterland.
Oh, I thought I sent you the Confederate one because it said, "Hey, here's something you don't see every day." The stars and bars flying everywhere.
Okay. Here's the deal. I had to zoom in on that. I just saw that as like another tent. I did not see that the entire tent is encircled in
stars, bars,
little rebel flags. Water Valley Rifle Guards, our country, our home.
So they had a guy dressed up as a Confederate soldier who was going to do photos. It's actually, now there is a little bit of history behind it. Not condoning it, but it is Company F of the 15th Mississippi Infantry Regiment, a Confederate military organization from Yabalusha County, formed during the Civil War in 1861, and is now active, obviously. Sons of the Confederate veterans runs that.
If you pay for a photo, can you do whatever you want in the photo? Like, for instance,
I have no idea.
That's me and Don King, and I got my fist up to Don King, right? I got to do the classic, like, about to knock out Don King.
Like, hold a sign that says "We won,"
or like, can I get hands around the neck of the soldier and like pretend like you're choking him, and he like has to, or you're fighting him for his musket? I don't know. It does seem like a weird thing.
Very much so. Very much so. I wasn't prepared for that. But then I'm like,
dude, you know this. It's a different. We were talking with Kluver about it on Friday. If you are from Iowa, like I am, and like you are, and you were born and raised here and educated here, you would be shocked. You will be shocked to know how they're taught about the Civil War in our own country. In just a few states south.
Ross, down there, it's the War of Northern Aggression.
I know, I understand. Like, when I heard that, I was like, that's silly. Who made that up? And Jan Michelson, who was a teacher in South Carolina, said, that's what they call it. That's not a thing that's said. That's what they call it. The Civil War? That's for you northern folks. It's like pop and soda. We're talking about the same thing. We just call it the War of Northern Aggression. What the fuck?
I was sitting on Abigail's front porch on Saturday, and a neighbor came over and wanted to give him. He goes, my grandson moved out and took his dog with him. He goes, that was a Yankee dog, too. I'm like, I go, a Yankee dog? Like, yeah, he was from Michigan. We brought him down from Michigan. It's a Yankee dog. And I'm just sitting there. I go, I didn't know you could classify a dog as a Yankee or a rebel. No idea.
Yankee dog.
Oh, man.
It is a completely different experience, as you know. And it again, just different is the right word for it. That's hilarious. It was a Yankee dog too.
Now, as you can imagine, I don't think this guy had many teeth, but Abigail's probably gonna be mad at me today. She's like, "Dad, don't tell those stories." Mississippi is one of the most beautiful states I've ever been in.
It doesn't make it worse. It's different. I mean, parts of it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you gotta let it go.
The racism parts. That's not great.
You got to let it go after time, but
yeah, it never like, dude. Remember when we were kids and there were things like the South will rise again?
Oh yeah,
you do that, you'd be like, they're talking about war. What?
There was a court ruling on Friday, Ross, where a Colorado judge stepped in and put an injunction on the 5-for-5 rule, who granted another year of eligibility for the 2022 college graduates to say, well, hold on now. It wasn't fair that you passed this rule and these guys didn't get to enjoy it. There's a lot of things that happened after I became age eligible of something that I didn't, that if I was happened when I was at a certain age, I would have got to experience it. You and I think, both agree that, sorry, there's a cutoff time, right? I mean, you either get a benefit from it or you don't. You have to move forward. You can't look back and go, well, we feel sorry for these 2022 grads, so they get another year of eligibility. That throws a wrench into a lot of people who have built rosters already, football starts next week. I don't know how you could even add more players to a roster to say, hey, since you get one more year, it may help basketball a little bit. Even basketball is invested into their rosters and stuff is set in stone. I could see this benefiting the spring sports like baseball, track and field. But football and basketball, I don't know if I'm a coach, I'll be like, sorry, I don't have room for you.
Hey, I wrote down, who's it good for? Who's this help? Because I think you're right about those other sports, but Travis, in a way, doesn't this almost reward some of the coaches that are behind the 8 ball?
Maybe, yeah. If they are behind the 8 ball.
A few. I'd be talking about a very select handful of cases where a coach still has a roster spot, needs is at a big enough school that a player like this is going to. I mean, I think it might help a few of those coaches. I can't imagine it helps many. Man, there's got to be cutoffs. So again, walk me through the legalese of this. A judge in Colorado filed an injunction.
No, issued an injunction and said, well, if you graduate in 2022, you should have benefited from the new 5-for-5 rule. All right. And I'm like, there just comes a cutoff where, sorry, you got to start something. You don't get to reap the benefit of everything just because, if you graduated, you moved on. Then she had to issue a clarification and said, well, hold on. Yes, if you've already signed a pro contract, you're ineligible for this. But if you haven't signed a pro contract, then you can come back and play one more year. And because the NCAA asked for that. And it's just like, don't you want to get a job? Don't you want to start adulting? Don't you want, it's kind of like the house settlement. Would they go back to 2016 for these guys to get paid? To me, I don't know, anybody should have got paid. You should just say, hey, we took these guys to court. We paved the way for the next generation. Instead, it's costing the NCAA and its member institutions billions of dollars to go back and pay for what? Your name, image, and likeness? I can understand that one a little bit more because there's actual money involved where you made money off of somebody's back. But an extra year of eligibility just because you got in on the tail end of it?
And again, even as a guy who fought for this, I want to go back and pick apart the you made money. Who made the money?
The universities.
And sometimes EA Sports and sometimes Nike and apparel companies, right? I mean, there's a whole system that's involved here. It's not just those universities that we have to go, all right, the universities, you owe us billions of dollars because you made money off this stuff. No, a lot of different companies made, there was an industry at play behind all of this. And so that's why you and I have said this from the very get-go. There has to be a really hard line in the sand about when you can't go retroactive on any of this stuff, because then when do you draw the line? Oh, hey man, back in the 80s, Jess Settles, you're gonna have to cut a check to that dude, man. Where's Chuck Long's money? You can't do that. So it's got to be all right. We've changed the rules now, and we're going to do this going forward. And this thing of like, This isn't fair to the kids of 2022 who deserve a 5th year of eligibility, like you said, Travis, so they can delay getting into real life. How many of these guys is that 5th year going to be the difference between being an NFL talent, an NBA talent, an MLB talent? 5?
Oh, if that.
I mean, all three combined, if 5.
Yes, if that. One more. If you didn't make it to the pros after your 4 years or 5 years with a red shirt, whatever that looks like, you're probably not going to make it. If you're a football player, you're probably going to be playing for the Iowa Barnstormers. Going, I don't want to give it up yet. Fine. Go make your $250 a week and call it good. But the retroactive part of this, and it'd be interesting to see if the NCAA fights it, or if they just say, you know what, we don't want to spend any more money.
Yeah.
It's 1 year. Let it go. And by the way, this isn't NCAA. I saw Captain Kirk put just, when I thought the WNBA was a shit show, it jumps in the NCAA. The NCAA, in good faith, put out a rule here. It's a judge that said, well, what about the kids that just graduated? You screwed them. Did they? Not really. Now, it may help. Even people are asking about like Northern Iowa. Does it help Northern Iowa? Todd Stepsis has his roster set in place. It's not like he can go add somebody.
Again, this is why we said there will be a handful of exceptions to that rule as far as football and basketball go. And there might be a handful of coaches who are kind of behind the 8 ball, and this is a little bit of a bailout for them. That will be minimal, in my opinion. Maybe at the level of steps as you get a few guys that trickle down and some talented dudes are available all of a sudden. But again, like you said, if a coach has got his poop in a group, he didn't have a roster spot for those guys. He's building an offense and building a playbook around the Jimmies and Joes that he's got. And now all of a sudden you got the Mickeys and Moes. Like, oh. So will it bail out a few? Sure. I don't think it'll be a major thing. Man, I think you're right, Travis. Dusty kind of said the same thing. Like, things end. College sports careers, marriages, etc.
Life ends. I don't get a do-over at life.
Right. And a judge doesn't get to step in and go, oh, by the way, hold on. Another 6 months for this fella.
515-517-2303 is the number to call. Good to have you along on a Monday morning.
Flew by.
Wow. It did. Good to have you along on the Rush Radio Network and the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire. A front row tickets to every show-yonaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you could change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager here at Willis Infinity, and this month we have some exciting new offers going on. Right now you can get an all-new 2027 QX60 with rates as low as 2.9% plus $1,000 in special finance cash, or lease it with $1,000 in lease cash. Also, we're running low on 2026 QX80s. Get one now for 0% for 60 months. For more information on these exciting offers and more, visit us online at willisinfinity.com or stop by our showroom.
You love the Hawkeyes. You love hot takes. Combine them after every game this season with the Black and Gold Rush on the Rush Radio Network.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving you.
For people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Infinity. The all-new 2027 QX65 is available on their lot in multiple colors. $3,500 retail bonus on the QX60 and a $5,000 retail bonus on the QX80. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Lots of new subscribers over the last couple of weeks. We appreciate that. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. You can call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on social media. Dusty asked in the chat there, Ross, he goes, that Infiniti is a good-looking vehicle. Are they good? I said, absolutely. Absolutely. Infiniti is a sharp car. That's why we tell you to go to Willis Automotive. Willis Automotive has some good-looking cars and good cars, dependable cars, and great service. And great salespeople. What more are you asking for? Ask Ross. He knows.
Get a hold of Chris Cremeen, Dusty. We went fishing with him several years ago. He's the guy that introduced us to Wheeler Walker Jr. Probably not exactly the brand that Willis is shooting to tie themselves to there, but Chris is a wonderful guy, knows his stuff, and can help you out. And yeah, they can sell across any of the brands. So you meet somebody you trust and like and want to work with, they can help you out. Great place.
You know, we tried to avoid politics on the show just because we want to have fun in the mornings, right? We want to have fun. And, you know, some politics can just be polarizing, can separate people. Everybody has different ideas. Well, the WNBA can't get out of its own way, Ross. It just can't. And yesterday, the Indiana Fever visited the Minnesota Lynx. A friend of ours was in Minneapolis because his daughter likes Caitlin Clark. So he goes, I'm gonna go up to Minneapolis. And I'm gonna go to the Fever Lynx game, which the Lynx are the best team in the WNBA. I think they've won 10 in a row now. They beat Indiana 108-100. Olivia Miles had 28 points, 6 assists. Caitlin Clark, 19 points, 10 assists. But the game of two of the best players in the league, two of the best teams in the league, the best team in the league, was maybe overshadowed headline-wise by protests that happened outside the game because of Sophie Cunningham's comments on transgender athletes and her not. I know.
You talk about the thing from last week when she
Yes.
she basically say, I think girls should compete against girls or something
That's
like
it.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, that's labeled as transphobic, which I don't think that is transphobic.
It's not.
Look what the word phobic means.
Right. Thank you, Travis.
It's you automatically get labeled. Something if you say something contrary to your beliefs, well, you're a phobic. Well, come on now. I can disagree with somebody wholeheartedly on something and still be friends with somebody and like them personally. But our buddy was in the arena yesterday, Ross, and here's a sign that he captured. I didn't think I could dislike anyone more than Clark. Congrats, Cunningham.
Interesting. Okay.
And I always like the ESPN story when it says dozens of people lined up outside the arena. And I'm like, okay, dozens? If you would have said hundreds or thousands, I would have taken it a little bit more serious. But dozens? I'm going to ask you this question, and I don't know where I stand on it. So I need you to help me.
Okay.
For the most part, I don't like politics and cultural wars being weaved into my sports. Sports is an escape for me, right? Meaning I just want to watch a game. I want to root for my laundry. I want to have the emotion of, the agony of defeat and the thrill of victory. And I want to sit there and go, God, if they just would have passed more or run more or they could tackle better. They could shoot better. That's all I want to worry about.
Let's break down the points to assist ratio. Who had
more
rebounds?
I guess, do politics belong in sports? Because I can go back to the 68 Olympics, when they, those guys were disciplined for holding up their hand with a black glove, but that raised awareness towards something. Cassius Clay, who was banned from boxing because he didn't want to go to Vietnam and he became Muhammad Ali. Good things can come out of it, but then you look at Colin Kaepernick. What good came out of that? Nothing. Did anything good come out of it? It ended his career.
I think you could listen if you want. If I can play the devil's advocate, okay,
and that's what I want you to do because I said I'm kind of divided.
Yeah. So specifically with the. All right, let's just take it as a whole because the Kaepernick thing, like with all of it, Travis, it starts a conversation. Like it's really hard. It almost kind of in a weird way goes back to that war of northern aggression thing. Everybody sees history through their own lens. And you get, and by the way, it's the lens that is put in front of you. You don't get to decide it. Meaning, what you think of Colin Kaepernick has already been decided. That lens has already been put in front of you. And as time goes on, a new lens gets put in front of each group, and everybody thinks that their lens is the right one. Did the Colin Kaepernick thing start a story or start a conversation? Was it a part of something that happened in this country that you can decide whether was good or bad? Absolutely, and it's a really good conversation to have. It's a hard one. It's way more than a half hour and more than two idiots on our dumb show are supposed to be doing. But yeah, some things came from that. I love the fact that you go back to like Muhammad Ali, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Politics, Travis, has always politics. Oh, I hate that word, man. because politics is divisive. It's intentionally divisive. That's why it's a two-party system. Pick your team, and then every issue will get divided between those two teams, and you will be under an umbrella. And no matter what your team decides, you will now think that because you're seeing the world through the lens that they've put in front of you. So all this political stuff, sports and politics are always going to weave together because politics is the word that we use for our opinions on big stuff.
And sports might be the biggest social platform out there, right? I mean,
right now it is. That's a good way to put it. I mean, you've got music too, right? Where look at what if a musician, if Taylor Swift weighs in, all of a sudden, what is it? Oh, she picked which umbrella she's under. Now I'm not on Team Taylor because she's not. Or you see somebody wearing a red hat and you're like, oh no, can't support that person's work anymore because they don't vote like me. So, geez, I got to fix that during the break. So,
and
it's not, people will do this too. People will go, man, it's worse now than it's ever been. Can't believe athletes are starting to get into this.
They've been in it for a long time.
Blame LeBron. If LeBron would have just shut up and dribbled, it's always been like this because it's just life. It's just life. Everybody's got opinions. But the weird thing that's happening right now, or that's happened in this last 15 years, is this thing of like, man, if you disagree with, if you have a different opinion, that person, think of what that means. Have you heard about these people? Have you heard about these people that don't think just like you? Have you heard about these people? Have you seen them? That's what this has turned into. Can you believe that people don't think just like me? Haven't had the exact same experiences and life events and reactions to those life events that I have? Can you believe people saw the blue dress when I saw the white dress? Have you heard about these people?
And one answer labels you on a certain team.
Yep. One answer. You pick your umbrella. You pick your one comment. One comment. You get, and now you talk about the gotcha world we live in. Did Sophie Cunningham I don't even know. Did she just come out and say this, or was it even something that she was like asked about?
She was asked about for an ESPN
now
article.
What are we doing?
So you ask a question, but she doesn't give you the answer that you want to hear. So therefore, it becomes the narrative. And Chris Shipley said it earlier in the chat. He goes, the problem is the extremes on both sides taking an answer and making it something that it shouldn't have been. And but Sophie Cunningham takes the brunt of the criticism. I mean, Katie Nolan said that Sophie Cunningham lacks the ability to critically think. And I'm like, okay, critically think like you, because I can show you extreme people on the left and the right who are smart as all get out and critically think, but they critically think and come up with a different conclusion.
Can't critically think. This is again, like I use the word all the time, but that a tactic to basically say to people, if you agree with her, how dumb are you? That's not a conversation. That's not a debate. That's a tactic to shame at the side that you don't agree with. How dare somebody even think like that? You don't think like them. You don't think. Have you heard about these people? Have you seen these people? You're not like them, are you? That it's so weird. And people fall for it all the time. People go, no, not like them. No, I'm not like them. I would never think different than you think. Pick your team. Get under an umbrella. Circle the wagons.
This is why the pick your team atmosphere, or the world we live in now, is just it makes sports unfun. it's
here's what you're gonna get. And this, if I am, what's the Fever's head coach's name? I'm sorry. If I'm the Fever head coach, if I'm the Fever media relations person, I'm going to get everybody in the room today. I'm going to go, come here, everybody. I want to show you guys a video of a person that nailed how to handle the media. Let me introduce you to Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Sophie, what do you think about all the things that are happening around Caitlin Clark? Oh, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Which is pleading the fifth.
Sophie, you're not going to answer any of our questions? Yeah, I'll answer your questions. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Man, why do you think Sophie's doing this? Why do you think she quit answering our questions and quit being so honest and open with us? Because when you answer a question, it becomes a hammer for people to hate you. And bring signs to the game that say, man, I used to hate Caitlin Clark. Now I hate Sophie Cunningham.
Because she's not on my team.
Well, bizarro world.
Blind Check says, the trans issue of playing sports has reasonable arguments on both sides of it, yet nobody has come up with a reasonable solution, in my opinion. I can look at it through both lenses. Do I think, it does affect, less than 1% of the population? It's like, what are we doing here? But then I also think, okay, if as a father of 3 daughters, would I want somebody in the locker room with them? Probably not. And if... I'll go to, I think it was in Virginia, and that's why I wanted to say to Katie Nolan is spoken like a woman who doesn't have kids. Meaning that if your daughter was competing for a state championship and lost to a trans athlete, you would be like, well, hold on here. There's an unfair advantage. And you would feel for your daughter in that situation because she wasn't gifted with certain things. But I can make I can see the other side as well. But there does come a point where ability, we're not talking about 8, 9, 10-year-olds. Hell,
no.
Boys and girls play together all the time. But there comes a point where you're like, so Dr. Rob Zadiska, his daughter played football, tackle football, junior high, got to the junior year or sophomore year, and Rob said, yeah, it's a little different now. It's time to exit stage left. So there is no easy answer on it, but it doesn't have to be as divisive as everybody makes it. That's why
it's pick your team so we can define you. We can't define anybody, but we want you to pick your opinion. We want you to state your opinion so we can define you. We don't want anybody defined until we define you. We'd like to categorize you. We don't want you to categorize anybody else. It's not okay to categorize. Don't be putting people in categories, but give me your opinion so I know which category to put you in. That's what this game is. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Which, looking back, is a brilliant answer.
It's
because no matter what I say, you're going to pick apart what I say.
Yeah. There's going to be there's another team out there that's just going to use it as a hammer to beat me up and judge me and think all the other things I say for the rest of eternity are all part of some whatever.
What he should have said is, I'm just here so I don't get fined, and you can buy my cookbook on Amazon.
He's so great, man. I love Marshawn Lynch. Speaks his own language. Have you ever, there was a podcast he was on recently, and he was telling stories. Man, that's a dude I can't get enough of. Kind of like that artist I watched on Thursday, that Jane Remover. What's she saying? I don't know. Why are you watching it? I don't know. Why
but I can't take my eyes off it.
Why do you like it? I don't know. Marshawn Lynch is that fits all of those things. What's he saying? I don't know. You feel me? I think so.
So I mentioned 1968. You mentioned Kareem. I mentioned Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, Colin Kaepernick. What other big political movements have come up through sports?
You know, Rev just put this name in here. Do you remember Chris Jackson? Do you remember Mahmoud Abdul Rauf?
Ooh.
He had Tourette's.
Did he play for the Knicks?
Denver. Well, I think he played for the Knicks for a while too, but I remember him with the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I think the Nuggets sounds right.
Okay.
He had Tourette's, right?
Yeah. I said that. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he had that's the first thing I said. I'm pretty sure that's
you said it pretty quick.
Yeah, I did. Slid it through there. Who else would be a political? I'm sure that we're missing somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's going to write one in. We're going to be like, oh, yeah, duh. It's like the biggest one. I feel like the Kaepernick one, and it was the timing of that also with all the George Floyd stuff and the Black Lives Matter thing that was happening. And it just, that was a part of a sea of stuff. I wasn't old enough, obviously. I'm not old enough to remember the Muhammad Ali or the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar stuff. Muhammad Ali is kind of like a John Wayne character to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like how he treated people. I didn't like how he used race to his advantage, meaning he would call Frazier and Uncle Tom. He'd say that white boxers called him the N-word when they hadn't, just to rile up. And then he would ruin, like the Chuck Wepner story, who was a Philly guy, had a bunch of black friends. Muhammad Ali claimed he called him the N-word, ruined his relationships with a bunch of his friends in his community. I don't like the guy. I didn't care for Muhammad Ali.
Luke says, wasn't sorry, wrong one. These go quick. Going quick. Wasn't Megan Rapinoe political? Yeah, but
that's a good one. Yeah, Megan Rapinoe would fit. I think that fits into the
she
category
fits into
there.
that, but I don't know if she had the impact that.
That's. I mean, yeah. Not the impact.
Some people are going to have more impact.
Yeah. I think that Megan Rapinoe would be above Chris Jackson.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, because Chris Jackson's one you got to explain to people about what. He was Muslim in the NBA at that time. Billie Jean King. That's a good one from Blind Check. Good job.
But look at the way that was done. Billie Jean King, War of the Sexes or Battle of the Sexes. They talk shit beforehand. But afterwards, they met at the net, hugged. But it kind of showed, yes, women are competitive. Women have talent. Now, she played Bobby Riggs, who wasn't John McEnroe, but still.
Let's see. Who else would be in that sports political crossover? I mean,
LeBron is political. Somebody put that earlier, but it's not. He did it in a way that's so underlying tone that it didn't rock the boat.
His is the same thing as the Sophie Cunningham thing. You shared an opinion? Okay, it's an opinion that you disagreed with. Deal with it. Deal with it.
We say it every day. If you agree with everything Ross and I say, I feel sorry for you. I hope the majority of you had a different opinion than what we do.
Yeah.
But that's the luxury of having a 2-hour talk show, is that you can come on and we can talk about it like civilized human beings.
See, listen, if everybody would just grab themselves a hard truth rod and just sit by the farm pond. We have said this up on the island. You don't have to sit by a farm pond, Glenn. I promise you that. And you know this too, Glenn. When we're sitting up on the island here next month, it is this thing, Travis, of I know, the John Fogerty line from Rock and Roll Girls. He says, sit by the lake and watch the world go by. You're making your own problems. You get all worked up about this bullshit. Somebody else said something. Somebody said something. I'm gonna grit my teeth. I'm gonna furrow my brow because somebody said something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a sign. I'm going to make a sign. I'm going to take it in there. I'm going to let people know I hate this person because they said something that I wouldn't have said. And have you seen these people?
Corey brings up a good one. If you haven't seen the documentary on this, it's great. Catherine Switzer, first female marathoner, had to register with her initials so people thought she was a male. This was like one of those 30 for 30s. Yeah. I don't know if that was so much political. I guess it was political. But remember when the race organizer, there's a picture of him running her down?
Yes. Is that like at the Boston Marathon, Corey? Is that?
It was either that or the New York Marathon. It was one of those. It was New York or Boston.
And that is, I mean, this is like the 70s, right? Maybe late 60s. Yeah, that's a great photo. They're all, and because a bunch of her male friends tried to like blend in with her. So they're all kind of dressed in gray sweat, which I guess at that time probably everybody was.
Yeah, it was like there's everybody wore like these heavy gray sweatsuits, and coaches wore coaches shorts, bike coaches shorts.
I mean, we were going back a ways. If we just would have gone back another couple of decades, we would have seen the king of the mountain here in American sports,
Jackie Robinson.
Thank you, T-Net and 20.
We're not quick thinkers here. We think on the fly.
Yeah. Jackie Robinson would be the king of this mountain, and what he went through and how. Have you ever seen Shane Gillis's bit about when Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier? He's talking about, he's like, man, the old announcers, guys that talk like this, see? He's like, you realize that, when that went away? It was the minute Jackie Robinson hit a baseball. They're like, here comes young Jackie Robinson. Let's see how this long colored fella is going to do against the white boys. Oh, he's really good. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. We got to figure some things out here.
From classic hardwood to stylish tile and cozy carpet, Iowa Floor Covering delivers quality and service Central Iowans can trust. Call or visit iowafloorcovering.com to see why it's good people and great floors. Visit their showroom in Bondurant. Make sure to tell them Travis and Ross from the Rush Radio Show sent you to get some new floors, because new floors are awesome. Simply awesome. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. Front row tickets to every show, Yenair. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie, Yenair.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles, Yenair. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Willis Chevrolet's Summer of Savings is on now, and the deals are turning up the heat. You'll find a huge selection of new, used, and Car Bravo certified vehicles, all ready for your next road trip, daily drive, or whatever summer throws your way. Right now, you can take advantage of 0% for 5 years on the dependable Silverado and 0% for 36 months on the versatile Equinox and the affordable Trax. It's the perfect time to get into the Chevy you've been eyeing. Don't wait. Shop Willis Chevrolet's Summer of Savings here in Granger or online at willischevy.com.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
I like to buy America. Go from hometowns near and far. All pursuing happiness doesn't matter who you are. That's the real thing.
Loving the Rush? Of course you are. Keep listening for more local sports content on The Lunch Rush with Trent Condon from 11 to 1 and Beyond the Bench with Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain from 3 to 5 every day. It's all here on the Rush Radio Network.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
What's going on, everybody? It's Bobby here at Willis Volvo Cars, and I'm here to tell you that if you haven't looked at a Volvo in a while, you're in for something amazing. We have cars with 455 horsepower, Bowers & Wilkins audio system, 22-inch wheels, and a ride that would blow your mind. And with 1.99% financing up to 72 months, we'll be able to find the vehicle that you are looking for in your budget. Or call, click, or visit us at willisvolvocars.com. Stop on down to the showroom, take a ride. You'll be glad you did.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
Do you have electrical problems? Mr. Electric of Central Iowa handles it all, from panel upgrades to ceiling fans, generators, and surge protection with licensed pros and transparent pricing. Book your appointment at MrElectricIowa.com.
Apparently my mic was hot during that. It was talking about the orgasms.
I caught it. I hear Ross talking.
Flag just wrote me. Your mic is on. Your mic is on. That's what he said. That's what his text just said.
Your mic is on.
It's, even his texts have a tone to them.
So I'm going to drop some breaking news on you.
Okay.
I think Owen's going to be hanging out with you on Wednesday, and if you want to find a co-host, you can.
What's going on?
Well, I knew I was going to participate in this, but I just didn't know what time. I'm playing in a Corn Ferry Tournament Pro-Am.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool, man.
And my tee-off is 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning. 6:30
yeah, all
a.m.
right. That's okay. You're an early riser. That's no big deal.
Yeah. But, I mean, is it even light out at 6:30?
It's getting there. Do you need to see the ball? Is it going to affect your game?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's awesome, dude.
I hate playing with...
This is you're like the Hawk.
Sure.
Yeah, you're back, baby.
I'm back, baby.
Dusty, with a very, very important question coming from the gallery here. Are you the pro or the am?
Oh, I'm the am of the am, okay? I got a Corn Ferry Tour Pro. I should look at his name. I don't know who it is.
Oh, this poor fella.
I know.
This poor fella.
Big time. Big time. And here's what, have you ever played in a Pro-Am at like the Principal Charity Class? Here's what I don't like. First up on the tee box from MCL Construction, Travis Justice. They announce your name.
And
it's like,
that's the part you're uncomfortable with?
Yeah, because it's like, don't look at me swing the ball at the ball. I am horrible. I'm only going to, I'm using an internet driver that I bought that looks more like a hybrid. You're like, does he have a Ram driver in his bag? Yeah, that's me.
You don't have a Ram driver in your bag, do you?
Yeah, my driver's a Ram. It's the only Ram club. I have two Ram clubs left. My 5-wood and my driver. But I never use the driver. I only use this hybrid driver because I can hit it straighter.
I'm not a golf snob. Maybe I am. Maybe with that reaction, maybe I am. Maybe I am a golf snob. You're going to play with a professional golfer.
With a Ram club.
And you're going to bust out.
The only Ram club I'm going to take out of the bag would be the 5-wood.
You're not justifying it with like, well, listen, there's only one.
No, there's two, but I'm only going to play with one.
There's two in the bag. I just keep one for the looks. I just keep one of them around to impress the ladies.
You know what I should do? Because I don't own any head covers. I'll just go get some like head covers so you can't see that it's a Ram.
Idea. Not a bad idea. Man, I don't think I'm that materialistic and this pretentious, but now that I'm hearing me say this out loud, I'm realizing I am. But man, you're going to go out there and play with a professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. How does a pro-am work? And I have no idea. Because when I'm in an event, it's always the best ball form, meaning everybody tees off and then you just take the best, everybody, or maybe that's called best shot, whatever.
I believe this is how it works. The pro will play his ball because he's trying to get to know the course, right? So,
he wants to know the course. Follow me around, fella. We're going to explore.
And then your foursome plays best ball after the tee shot. So it's the foursome plays best ball, but the pro plays his own ball.
Oh, okay. And this is also how dumb I am. I thought it was just you and another dude.
No.
Oh, you're in a foursome with your MCL buddies. And he's like on in his own golf cart.
Yes.
Following you idiots around.
Yes.
I see. I had no idea. Do you know who your guy is? You've already gotten it, but I mean it's a Corn Ferry guy, so it's not like you're playing with Ernie Els.
Let me see if I can find it here.
This poor guy. So I guess at least you can blend in a little bit too. I thought it was just in my mind it was just you and this other guy, and I'm like, dude, please don't embarrass the family here, you know. But now that you're with some other people, you mean you're gonna.
We have two professionals, or at least there's two names.
Okay.
John Pack.
Oh, John Pack?
And Dylan Minate.
Wow. I don't even know either one of those guys, but man, that's guarantee of their sticks. I bet they both outdrive you.
And the only reason I got to play in this thing.
Burger McChick with a great pull. Great pull, Eric Burger. Now we fight. the Ernie Els line in the private plane. Do you remember who it was that told
Was it Mickelson? Was it Mickelson? No, it wasn't Mickelson. I forget who he said, now we fight.
Ernie Els took him in a private plane, got him all drunk.
We're and 30,000 feet going, now we fight. Now we fight.
Oh, it's great.
I wasn't supposed to play in this, but my boss who helped you out is going to be out of town. He goes, you want to play in the Pro-Am? I'm like, sure. What time's tee off? I don't know. They have a pairing party on Sunday night. You'll find out. And 6:30 a.m. Who's really bad? Justice is really bad. Let's put him off first.
You know, is it handicapped?
I'm sure it is in some way.
Then that's what they brought you in for. What's Justice? He's like a 43.
No, I'm at 20, 23, 24.
Wait. Like officially?
Yeah.
So that means, hold on. In order to have an official handicap.
Yeah, I have a gin. That's part of the club membership.
I did not know this.
It's part of the membership. And since I only play like 2 or 3 rounds a year, then I actually put it into is it GIN or GIHNN or something like that? It ends up being because you're like, oh, I played that hole well. I didn't play the next hole very well.
So Can you play in your what do they call the member?
The member and member guest? If I wanted to, and if I wanted to pay for it, I could. But I'm not playing in that. You want to come play some bad golf with me and pay a lot of money for it?
But dude, with your handicap, you're going to be given like 19 strokes.
It's true.
I'm just saying. You might find a ringer and go get yourself some names on plaques.
Have you followed this Tony Romo story very much?
27 member Travis Justice. Tony, I just know he got a OWI, DUI, whatever they call it up in Wisconsin.
So, and I didn't know this about Wisconsin because it's his first offense. It's a civil matter, not a criminal misdemeanor.
I did know that in Wisconsin that it's. Yep.
Yeah, so it's a civil offense. I mean, when they pulled him over, the body cam video shows, no, I wasn't drinking, sir. I haven't been drinking. Well, then they find an open container in his car. Doesn't do well on the sobriety test. Now, CBS has indefinitely suspended Tony Romo and replaced him on the broadcast with J.J. Watt. Meaning Tony Romo could be done at CBS. Ross, if that's the case, I mean, CBS didn't say anything for like 2 days. Do you think they were looking to get rid of Tony Romo?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, he had a 10-year, $180 million contract. Think about it. He was making $18 million a year to be an NFL analyst.
Yeah.
Great gig if you can get it.
Yeah.
But they indefinitely suspend you, replace you right away. I mean, we're talking, 6 weeks, 7 weeks before the season even starts?
Companies look past way more than this. It's a couple $100 fine.
It's a civil offense.
Yeah, it literally in Wisconsin, it's your first OWI, whether you like that or not, or think that's lenient or the way it should be or whatever. That's the way it is in Wisconsin. It's a couple $100 fine, and you're not that big of a deal in Wisconsin. Your first one. I think that it gets more. I think it gets progressively worse. But yeah, they absolutely were looking for a reason to get rid of him, and we're probably already in conversations with J.J. Watt. Because what a great fit. Tony Romo had a good run. I think a lot of people would agree that when he first came on, he was fantastic. And then it got a little cliche pretty quick.
And it got old.
Oh, I don't know, Jim. But when he first came on, he was fantastic. Those first couple of years, he was like
calling plays.
It was epic stuff. Yeah. Here's what's happening. Here's what this guy's looking for. If this happens, then this is going to happen. Bing, bang, boom. It was like that. And then I don't know what, I mean, I think like he.
Well, I think what happens is he was fresh off the game, and then you're not watching film as much. You're not, your memory starts to go, and you're like, oh, I don't have as much information here.
And the game changes so quickly. Shipley writes in this, our buddy from Three Beards Media. He says, the body cam footage, I've not watched this. He says, the body cam footage, really not sure why the cops pulled him over.
All you need is one weave. All you need to do is cross the yellow line once.
What is their, I mean, Travis, did you watch the video? Have you seen?
I watched, the only part I saw is when he said he wasn't drinking. And then they find the open container.
I saw the mugshot, and he kind of has a little bit of a smirk on his face, and I was like, oh, yeah, it looks like a drunk driving photo. And I saw something about how it was, a pretty lenient penalty in Wisconsin the first time you get.
And it sounds bad that it's a civil, but if you've ever been to Wisconsin, there's more bars per capita in the state of Wisconsin than like any other state in the country. And they're probably like, we got too many of these. We just got to make it a civil offense and say don't do it again. Now, if you're Tony Romo, you should know better.
What about
at least with the open container?
Can I ask a weird question? And the open container is obviously damning.
Yes.
You said sobriety test. Did he take a breathalyzer or was it
no? It is like one of those
sobriety
Field sobriety. But the fact that, and you're right, people have done a lot worse. Don't drink and drive. I mean, in today's day and age of Uber, and don't kid me. Don't kid you. Have I driven intoxicated? 100%.
Yeah. Way more times than I ever should have, or way. Yeah. There have been times when you get home the next day and you're like, oh, God, what was I doing? What did I risk last night? Everything.
But the fact that CBS didn't say anything and then they indefinitely suspend him just tells me, I think it was Colin Cowherd that said, listen, he'd rubbed CBS the wrong way, the execs, the last time they negotiated, because he was using ESPN as leverage, and he had all the leverage because he was super popular and got every nickel out of CBS. $180 million, a lot of money to be calling football games.
So they were looking to get rid of him. Absolutely.
It'd be interesting to see if they can fire him for cause. Because they probably don't want to.
I'm sure that they had that locked down. That's probably what the lawyers were doing.
But you better have your T's crossed and I's dotted, because if there's anybody else within the organization that had an OWI that was not fired, you better have everything lined up in a row. Yeah, just an interesting story. I wasn't big on Tony Romo. I could do with him or without him. Doesn't bother me any. I'm to the point where I don't pay attention to announcers that much. I'll notice good play-by-play people, or I'll notice really talented people. Like on ESPN right now, Courtney Cronin to me is the best talent on ESPN. A lot of people probably haven't heard of her, but I think she's the best talent on ESPN. Male, female, it doesn't matter. She's really, really good.
I will say this to help wrap this up, though, to maybe Driftless Iowa says the entire chat sees CTE with this dude. It's a real thing. Ex-pro from my hometown is suffering from 70s football. I did see the one video that I did see of this and the internet. It was the cop asking him, have you had any head injuries recently? And he kind of like, he kind of like chuckles and like takes a minute and like touches his face like, oh, geez, where do I start with this lady? In the internet video, it starts to fade to gray to the hello, darkness, my old friend. And as that goes to a video of him laying on the ground. Should I laugh at that?
No, because it's funny.
Oh, I should laugh at it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you don't, you'll just feel sad.
Yeah, I kind of felt sad for laughing, though. See, I laughed so I wouldn't feel sad, and then laughing at it made me feel sad. What kind of conundrum am I in?
My question is, did they use the Simon and Garfunkel version or the Disturbed version?
Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, the Disturbed version. That's the guy that's got the hello, darkness, my old friend. Man, that's kind of... I come to see you again. Whenever somebody does like super bassy voice like that, it doesn't remind me of Elvira right away. It reminds me of, do you remember the Crash Test Dummies?
I don't remember the song you're referencing, though.
They had a song that was titled, not kidding, 3Ms, space 3Ms, space 3Ms, space 3Ms.
Kind of like Matthew McConaughey in Wolf of Wall Street.
Kind of like that. But it was, there's once there was this girl who.
Now I know the song you're referencing.
Yeah. That's whenever I hear it, like Disturbed. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Maybe I had it wrong. Sammy claims it's 6Ms space 6Ms. Agree to disagree, Sammy.
So the Yankees picked up a pitcher during the trade deadline?
Did they?
Yeah. Kevin Gausman from Toronto.
All right.
5-10 on the season, 4.38 ERA. But he's built for an October run. The fact that the Yankees are 2.5 games out and they're going to play August without Aaron Judge, without Cody Bellinger, without Giancarlo Stanton, I think that says something, right? I mean,
it says what?
They're pretty darn deep that you can stay 2.5 out.
Yeah. If they got to stay there.
And no, the Cubs got Kevin Gausman. The Yankees got Luis Garcia Jr. I'm sorry, from the Nationals. Cubs got pitching help from
Hold on.
Sorry.
I didn't see this. I honestly didn't even know this last night. Gausman goes to the Cubs?
Gausman goes to the Cubs, and Garcia Jr. goes to the Yankees.
Okay.
And he comes from the Nationals. So, but he's a left-handed hitter, and plays first base, which throws a wrench into things for the Yankees, so that he may only be a DH. What else am I missing today? That's about it. We got a big day coming up here on the Rush Radio Network. Are we a network now? I guess I think network's the right word, because you can find us anywhere in the country.
You've changed the branding. You might as well go with it now.
I got to go with it now. But I'm excited for Trent Condon and Sean Robertson and Lucas Strain. Of course, these guys have been off the air about a month after they were let go by iHeart. And we're happy they landed with us. I know those guys are excited. It's been kind of a shotgun wedding, should we say. So when you listen to Trent today or you listen to Sean, Trent's going to have a different telephone number because he's going to be simulcasting on KRNT. But you'll be able to find him on our YouTube channel as well as the TuneIn app and the Rush Radio app. Sean and Lucas will be on YouTube. They'll be, I believe, on their Twitter page and the apps as well, and the website, therushladio.com. But a big day for this entity as it continues to get bigger.
Entity is a good word. I like that word. Network, sure. Excited for the boys. Excited everybody's got a place to continue doing what they're doing. And excited for local media. Excited for people to still have a voice and an avenue. Several avenues, man. Iowa Everywhere is kicking ass. Three Beards Media's got fantastic lineup. It's good for our friends to have a place to be have these outlets. So,
but it's interesting because somebody wrote on Sean's Facebook page yesterday and said, and Anjanette pointed this out. And even Anjanette, who's not a sports fan, but because she lives with me, goes, boy, I hope these shows can get back on the air someday. I was like, I don't think we want to go back on the air. I like internet radio a lot more than I like traditional radio. There's a lot more freedom. Sure, there's a different feeling when you're in a studio and on a stick, but once you get used to it, Ross, I like this. I like this a lot more.
Yep. For a lot of reasons. I'm just foul-mouthed enough, unfortunately. I'm not trying not to be. Let the big guy down all the time. But man, my bed is 10 feet from here. This is awesome. I wouldn't change a thing about this. There've been some cool opportunities that have presented themselves, but it's never been more than a fleeting thought. And you go, wait a minute, no. It sucked to have the dock line cut from my boat. Man, it's really fun to be sailing free. This is way more fun, as Dusty just put it. Way more fun.
Well, what's going to be fun is, and it's whoever can join us, but the plan is on Sunday nights to have a Rush Radio roundtable, meaning we get on from like 6 to 7 on Sunday night on the YouTube channel and the stream, and all three shows just sit and have a conversation, take your phone calls, and just sit there and talk about our shows and kind of stuff that's happened in the week, and we can get various opinions. But so we're going to add a Sunday night show to the lineup. Again, it sometimes it'll be everybody. Sometimes it just be who can join us, because people do have weekends, and it's a voluntary thing. It's just one of those things that we're going to have fun. But I think that will be fun, Ross, just because of the way we do the shows now. Nobody's going to be in the same room together, right? I mean, even Sean said that they were featured on KCCI last night, which was pretty cool. But Sean's like, the one thing I'm going to miss is being in the same room with Lucas. Now, Ross can't say that about me because he's never been in the same room with me.
But it's always felt like this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, if you go back and look through the chat, Sunday night's going to be real hard for me.
And that's fine. If you can do it, you can do it.
That's why I did not. When everybody was like, "I'm in," I was like, I can't agree to this. I can't confirm on this. So when I can, I'll be there, but don't count on me much for those Sunday night things that you guys are planning.
And totally get it, but it's just one of those. It's going to be commercial free. It's just getting together, having a conversation, and hell, if you jumped in at 6:30, 6:45, it doesn't matter. Just about having fun. A lot of people ask us, are we in competition with everybody? I'm like, I don't view. We all have shows at different time and released at different times. Ours just happen to be live and run as radio shows. Others are just run different. The good thing is, if you think local voices are dead, they're not. Just in the traditional way, and it's just a new way of consuming content. So,
are you going to the links today to get sharpen the stick a little bit?
No, I've got meetings galore. So
you're just going to go in and Wednesday raw dog it, huh?
I'm going to raw dog it. Absolutely,
go out there, pull that Ram driver out of the bag, blow the dust off the top of it because it doesn't have a head cover on it, and it's just been sitting there. Swipe the cobwebs away, and then pipe 185 right down the middle of the fairway. I love it.
That's all I hope, is that my tee shot is straight, because there's not going to be a gallery that follows this. So if my tee shot is straight, that's all that matters. my off the first tee. After that, I can play like crap.
Donnie's got a great idea. You don't need head covers. Bread bag it. Just put bread bags over that really would set the tone too. Donnie, you're on to something here. In fact, I think get rid of the bag altogether. Bungee cord your sticks together with bread bags over the top. Donnie, brilliant.
Trent Condon in the Lush Rush coming up from 11 to 1. Beyond the Bench with Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain from 4 to 6. Thank you for tuning in. The Rush Radio Show with me, Travis Justice, and him, Ross Peterson. We're back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Glad you could join us. Have a great Monday, everybody. Bye-bye.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. We are now booking, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
The World Cup is heating up, and so are we at Willis Nissan. This July, you can score big with 0% on the rugged Frontier, the practical and fuel-efficient Murano, the full-size Pathfinder, and the compact and modern Rogue. And with up to $5,000 in available customer cash on these models, the savings are even better. So stop into our showroom or head online to willisnissan.com today.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is no job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Bask in the glory of victory, or if necessary, wallow in the sorrow of defeat. Do both after every Hawkeye game on the Black and Gold Rush on the Rush Radio Network.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Don't settle for less. Get more of what you want with new Power Water from Powerade. More electrolytes, more flavor, and zero sugar.
Do it again, make it a 10. I got the power.
Finally, a fitness water that gives you power for more. Powerade Power Water. It takes more.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.